So if we look at these two swings, I say grip-wise for me now, ticks a lot of boxes. Okay, you're getting the left hand in a really good position. Your left wrist joint at the top and the shaft are nicely in line. So your left hand grip now is looking really, really good. Yeah, there's a bit of a process of setting up, but in some ways that's good because it means you do the same every single time. In your line of work, those routines and processes. If you do things like, oh, I'm a woman of prayer, you get it wrong and then things start falling out of the sky. So getting that correct every single time is good, and getting width to stance for me is an important thing. If you get this was a 9 anyway. That to me is okay. Anything less than that for me is just a little bit top heavy with wobbling. Okay.
Ideally a little bit more.
We're talking, I mean, an inch or so. Okay. But if we look at this movement here on the left hand side, you can see the club gets halfway back. Your knee's gone. Now, if I said you pitch a ball 50, 60 yards, that's about as far as you'd be going. I wouldn't expect your knee to be going that far apart. You kind of, the daylight's gone about there, and your hands haven't even gone above your shoulders. As you keep going back here now, yes, then it keeps going. So that's kind of your backswing there. If we look at this here, that looks great, to be fair. We look at that there. That looks like a left-hander going that way, doesn't it? Or a lot of instability with someone doing that. It all looks very sort of skinny, and there's no sort of stability there to try and swing that club. Now on a flat lie on the mat here, with no wind or inhibitions, anything on the outside helping you, you can get away with it. Okay, out on the wind, you're going to be falling, and especially the ground's a bit muddy as well. So look at the one on the right hand side now with the bag obviously in between your legs. The argument would be now if your legs move less, your backswing should be shorter, shouldn't it? Lower half nice and quiet. Look, your backswing there. Your backswing's all the same kind of length, but look at that lower half. That looks like someone now can actually support this swing. Look at the top half. Look at the top half here. There's minimal difference in the two there, you see. The club maybe got that much less, but it's nothing, to be fair. I mean, but by keeping that lower half more stable, as you start coming back to the golf ball, you get a nice strike. It stops you coming so much over the top. Through the ball be a bit strange there, but we can still rotate through the bag because the bag's got a little bit of give there. You can still do that, okay? And you swing this one, obviously the same movement through the golf ball. There's good anyway. You get your lower half working through nicely, but the back swing is going to be the key thing. Get that lower half to support the swing. So as you're going back here now, we're stabilising that. If we can stabilise that, you've got a chance. Okay.
Something for me to concentrate on now, because
that's it. Exactly. But that is the thing to think about. Okay. As you said before, grip wise now is sort of ticking a box. That's kind of like a secondary sort of back thought. If you get a few shots, a little bit like, oh, what's going on there? Just check the grip. I think your routine you do every single time now is kind of your check anyway. So you're kind of doing that.
So what I tend to do now is I tend to set the grip. Like you told me, set the grip, set the club. Then I don't forget about it. Exactly. Try and hit the ball.
Precisely.
So I'm trying to think.
And by doing that as a routine, you're now not necessarily thinking about doing that, but you're getting the results you want with the grip, with no thought. When you first change the grip, this is what I said to people before, if we change, again, be honest with you, that movement there with your lower half was something you didn't start. But I knew what the issue there for me was more sort of stability. You could still swing a golf club doing that, as you proved. The grip was an important part of the golf swing and your path. We changed the things in the correct sequence, makes things easier. I said when you're trying to change gear, if you just put the hand on the stick and move it, I'll put the clutch on, your engine's already broken in it. So it's putting things together bit by bit. For me, it always generally starts with that, then that, which is today, and then that, and then the movement to the golf ball, which we'll sort of look at maybe next time if you go through, okay? But working on specifics. Your hands now a lot, your hands a lot more through the ball.
I've lost that horrible sticky out.
Exactly, There's that, the old chicken wing, as we said, there's a much better movement there now. Hands working through a lot better.
Oh, please, that looks almost look like a semi-golfer there.
There's a golfer in there, exactly, But as I said, and the confidence you get, I say, from other people saying, oh, you're swinging the club well, it makes a massive difference. It gives you that sort of boost in confidence. So good stuff, I don't know.